Colonel Ojukwu, you say, and most observers agree with you, that only a massive airlift at this time could cope with the refugee problem. Yet Britain is probably the only country that could supply them. Yet you say even if Britain was prepared to fly these supplies direct, you would not accept them from Britain.
Yes, we are placed in a very difficult situation. We would very much like to receive aid, particularly mindful of the amount of sympathy we have in Britain. No, the only factor inhibiting this is the attitude of the Wilson government, which persists in supplying arms. I mean, do you see any logic in it? Today you send us hundreds of tons of milk, butter, sugar. At the same time, probably the one plane is leaving Gatwick, another plane is leaving to Lagos with arms and ammunition. What's the purpose? Why prolong the agony? This is our attitude.
Can you not accept, sir, or do you not believe that the British government may want to help the refugees even though it supports the Nigerians?
But it is this support of the Nigerians that creates the problem of the refugees. Once they stop supporting, as I had indicated some time ago, the refugee problem would be on a way to being completely solved. The answer really for Britain is to do what the whole world now recognizes as the only thing, which is to stop fanning the embers of war, to stop making it possible for Nigerians to continue.
Do you believe, sir, that if Britain stopped supplying Nigeria with arms, the war would end?
I believe that it would be very near to an end. The end would be in sight.
My time is front. Left, right. Left, right. Hold 1, 2. Left. Jump. Standard eyes. Attention. Standard eyes. Attention. Standard eyes. Attention.
Rather a manner, why did these refugees choose the Biafran side, not the Nigerian side?
I suppose the reason is because they wanted something to eat, and they have been at the Corruption there for so long and they have nothing to eat, and they know that they can find some food here. So
the Nigerians weren't looking after them at all in Ikotekpeni?
From what I have heard from those that we have interviewed since they came back, it seems that they did very little for them, practically nothing. So they decided to come where they could find some food to eat.
Have any of them been able to go back to their farms yet at all?
Since they came back, yes, they have been able to go back to their farms, but they find that the farms have been overgrown and much of the crops lost. So it is difficult still to live.
They're relying on you to a considerable extent still for food.
In fact, they are. Whatever food we can get in from any quarters, that's all that they have to eat, and we need a lot of charity.
What about the people who are dying here?
The rate of death has sharply increased from 2 a week in this camp to 7 since the operations in Niger Republic, 7 a day now.
Are you worried about disease in this camp?
Oh, very, very much so, because we are suffering here from dysentery and malaria, malnutrition, and a shortage of nurses and doctors. We have no doctor here for the last 6 weeks.
Any chance of getting people into hospital?
There's no hospital around. If we had a hospital that we would like very much.
What drugs do you need most?
Malaria drugs and dysentery, drugs for dysentery, malnutrition, vitamin pills if we could get them. And vaccination, because there is danger of smallpox. If we could get a team to vaccinate the people, we would be very, very grateful.
What situation do you think would arise if smallpox did start here? What would happen?
I'm afraid everybody would be wiped out. It's as easy as that.
The astonishing thing is that hunger and privation have not demoralized these people. They refuse to be starved into surrender. They'd rather die, if die they must, fighting. The Biafran army now has far more recruits than it can possibly cope with.
You are a hunter? Yes. Very good. Turn about. Turn about. The other one. Turn about. Close your left eye. Give him number. Okay. Just right there.
And most of them don't
feel down to die ordinarily.
Please, dying.
Please.
May not die.
Please, I want to be.
Go away.
Begin go. Carry your things.
Very few, if they don't want to volunteer, they don't, because as you probably will find during the course of your tour here, they're being looked after by the government, so there's no question of forcing them to join the army because they're refugees.
They don't get much food outside.
Well, they don't. That is true, but the government and the humanitarian societies are looking after this aspect. But that doesn't mean that they have to join the army, because if there's food shortage, it does affect the army as well. We are down to about 2 good meals a day.
Colonel, 30,000 recruits a week. How do you manage to cope with them?
Well, we give them their basic training to start with, and then they move over to another area where they do advanced training, and then we send them to further training areas as holding depots, actually.
Do you find you've got enough facilities to train all these people?
We have, yes. We make shift quite a bit in some cases, but they do have an idea of what they're expected to use in the front when they're deployed.
How about equipment? Can you equip every man, or?
No, we can't. We can't. That's a problem here. But As you very well know, we're not like the Nigerians as far as weapons are concerned, although we're now getting quite a lot from them.
Yours must be about the only army in the world that doesn't have any shortage of recruits. Why do these people want to join up?
Well, I think it's just the bitterness and the desire for vengeance of all these genocidal acts. I don't know what anyone thinks, but if a young man is in a village where he hasn't or feels he hasn't done anything provocative against, say, a Nigerian, not bearing in mind that a couple of years only relations were slaughtered, and then bombs and rockets come flying around, it embitters them. There's no doubt
He wants to go and fight.
Then he wants to go and have an opportunity of revenging.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not.
For the meantime, you hear? I don't know.
Adai, sir.
Can't join the line. You go.
Begin pack.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Look up. 1. Up, down, up, down, up, 1. Double my time. Hands down this time. Knees up. Hands down, knees up. Up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up! Come on, let's see you go up. Beautiful. Well done. Thank you very much. Wait, now, why are you hurrying? Who is pursuing you? Coil your leg. I want dance it. Now, coil yourself.
Begin. No. Stand. 1, 2, 3. Advance. Up. Turn. 1, 2, 3. 1.
I've been running myself, particularly. I've been running away from Kaduna, from Lagos to Kaduna, running around, lost various friends, my contemporaries, officers. All of them were massacred and killed, women raped, everybody, most of all the chaplains, no matter where you come from, all of them were killed. And then they were thrown out, just like that. So we must keep on fighting to exist on our own. That's the only place we can be protected.
Can you ever imagine being a Nigerian again?
Never, ever. Never, ever. Nothing will ever make me die a Nigerian. Never. Not even my youngest brothers and sisters. Never, ever a Nigerian.
I'm Ojukwu fighting for our nation. By the name of Jesus, we must conquer. We are Biafrans fighting for our nation. By the name of Jesus, we can conquer. Oh, we are Biafra, Ojukwu fighting for our nation. By the name of Jesus, we must conquer. We are Biafra, fighting for our nation. By the name of Jesus, we can conquer. Biafra, oh, fighting for our nation. Ojukwu, in the name of Jesus, we shall conquer. We are Biafra, fighting for our nation. By the name of Jesus, we shall conquer.
You dash down, you pick your man, you move. You dash down, you pick your man, you move. No waiting of armor, nothing. We haven't got it, but we are going to get this war to the end. Is that all right? Yes, sir. Now, make sure that each time you are moving, that you are moving in the right direction. Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adime Ojukwu. Another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adime Ojukwu. Another Savior.
Holy, holy.
About a mile north of Ikedipenny, we've come under fire from further east. The enemy is still a long way away, although the rifle fire and light machine gun fire sounds extremely close overhead. Our troops are now pushing forward into Ikedipenny itself, clearing the enemy as they go.
Niger, and the Biafrans are having trouble getting their troops to advance from their forward positions. Most of their bullets are going into the ground ahead.
Come on, get back, get back!
Can you have a slam? Here comes three.
Come on, come on!
On the road now, the troops have reached their first objective. Now, if all goes well, they'll press on into Ekatipeni, round the side of it, and hope to cut the next road down, the road to Uyo.
Vandals have actually displayed a lot of bad faith, and I really doubt their ability to agree and honor gentlemen agreements.
You think you'll be forced to go on fighting?
I think so.
How long?
I don't know. It might be for a long time, but if God wills, it will be in a short time.